This was supposed to be a weight loss journey, not a weight gain. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you're new here, I have been on a keto lifestyle for almost 3 years in an effort to get to a healthier me and live a healthier lifestyle. Since then, I had dropped over 98 pounds, and I was getting really close to hitting that 100-pound mark, and the past couple of months have not been going in the direction that I had hoped. It's just been interesting these past couple of months in trying to figure out how I ended up here, a plus, 16 pounds from where I was at my lowest. And, thinking about the choices that I made along the way and trying to reflect on this journey and trying to figure out how I got so close to that 100-pound mark and I just started slipping away, and that goal just started getting further and further away from me. And how did that happen? And, it's funny because the name of the channel is Ketosis Focus, but the last thing I was focusing on was being in ketosis this entire 2 months, from all of February and all of March. It was the furthest thing from my mind. I was focusing more on wanting to feel normal and partake in what everybody else was eating and not feeling restricted and not having diet mentality. And if I tell myself not to eat these carbs, is that a restricted way of thinking? Is that an unhealthy way of thinking? Do you have an unhealthy relationship with food? Like, literally, so much has been going on in my head that I started to lose my groove, and I started to kind of get off my path in a big way. And then I would get back on, and then I would get back off, and then I would go, okay, no, steer this right back in the right direction again. Let's get back into keto. And then I would get off, and it's just literally this yo-yo thing that, I've done this before. If you remember in my earlier videos, I talked about my weight loss journey growing up and how I had already lost 100 pounds before. And then the only thing that I was able to do to maintain that loss was I was doing low carb and I was working out like 5 days a week in the gym, and I was a lot younger than I was now. And when I stopped doing that, when I stopped being consistent with my exercise and I stopped being consistent with my low carb lifestyle, is when I saw it start to creep up slowly but surely. And then, like I said, I did a play where I gained weight for a show and I wasn't able to lose it so easily. And then a lot of life changes happened, and the next thing you know, yada, 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 I was at my all-time high of 265 pounds. So cut to this 3 years ago, July, of starting keto and doing this again. I remember feeling like I was at my rock bottom health-wise. Like I just couldn't breathe. I felt uncomfortable in my own skin. I wanted a change. I needed a change, and keto came and just took me on this journey that I was like familiar with, and I was able to find my way back to myself again. And everything was great. Everything was moving and grooving until I felt like, you know what, I think it's time that I could incorporate another off day. Have an off day here and there, and that way anything that I was craving or anything that I wanted to do, I was able to just have 1 day a month to do that. And that's kind of what was working for me. When I incorporated 1 day off of keto a month, I saw that it shook up my system a bit, and I was able to lose even more than what I had been. It kind of shook up my stall, so to speak. And that was good until the holidays and until I kind of took advantage of that. And I kept giving myself excuses and reasons like, hey, it's the holidays. You can be off for a week or 2 weeks. Everyone's doing it. It's the holidays. And so I did that and indulged and had all the things and drank all the wine and did everything that I knew was against me staying in ketosis. Struggled to get back on, lost a few pounds, and then of course the cruise happened where I spent a week of living my gluttonous life of, indulging in all the things. And so I was reflecting recently as like, man, I am doing this weight loss journey that I was even wanting to go against that idea. Like, I don't even want to call it a weight loss journey. Maybe because I wasn't losing anymore, I was gaining, but I wanted to call it a health journey. Maybe I'll focus on other things besides keto or besides low carb living. Maybe I'll focus on walking more or, exercising more or, all these other things to kind of give excuses as to why I wasn't losing weight anymore. And I just had to face the hard truth. I wasn't staying consistent. And I know I've been talking a lot about my motto lately about you don't have to stay motivated, you just have to stay consistent. And I think that is something that I need to remind myself of. It's like, if I consistently cheat, I'm going to consistently gain weight. Now, if I consistently stay the course, then I'm able to keep on the path of where I want to go, the path of feeling better, the path of getting healthier. And so that's how I gained weight on a weight loss journey. That's how I gained weight when my goal had been to lose. It's the excuses that we always give ourselves. And you've probably been in my shoes. I know I get a lot of people going, I can relate, especially with the yo-yo dieting of, doing so well, losing weight, and only to be like, okay, you've done so well, let's take a break. I took a break, gained some weight back, and then I got frantic. It was like, oh my God, how am I gaining weight? Let me do this. And then I'd go super strict, hardcore, and then I'd feel like, oh God, now you deserve it on the weekend. Go enjoy yourself, and then we'll get back on Monday. And I kept doing that yo-yo, which wasn't good, wasn't healthy. And it's not a good relationship with food. And that was something that I had to come to terms with. I just had to look at myself in the mirror and say, hey, you want to know what you're doing wrong? This is what you're doing wrong. You know what you're supposed to do right. So you need to start talking to yourself differently. You need to stop making excuses and you need to start doing better by yourself, for yourself. So I just wanted to talk about gaining weight on a weight loss journey because I know a lot of people can relate to that. I know that is something that anybody who's ever tried to lose weight can attest to, that it's not easy, first of all, to see the scale going down. It's not easy to see your clothes fitting bigger. Once you start getting into that groove, it's like, whoa, I'm doing it. I'm winning. It's working. And then when you stall, then you start to get scared and go, well, what can I do to keep it going? How do I keep it going? How do I keep it going? And then get frustrated. It's like all the emotions, the roller coaster of emotions, this weight loss journey. And then it's like, well, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that, maybe I'm too hard on myself. Maybe I just need to relax. Maybe I need to quit being on a diet for once in my life. Maybe. And you start just talking yourself into doing all the things that you know are going to go against your goals of being a healthier you. So, yeah, that's where we are today. I gained weight. And it's going to be a struggle to take it off because I was like, oh, well, maybe it's just water weight. 16 pounds of water weight. It's water weight. Maybe the second I get back into ketosis, it's all going to whoosh back out. Well, ketosis doesn't happen overnight. And if you are keto for 6 days and then on the 7th day, you're like, hey, I've been good all week. Let me just get off of it. You're never going to get into ketosis. So my normal thing that I had been doing was let me track during the week and on the weekends, let me just kind of have, a relaxed keto weekend, or let me, indulge. As of lately, let me have non-keto things whenever I wanted, whenever we went out to eat. And so that was something that I recognized in my pattern of behavior that I wanted to change. And moving forward in wanting to continue my weight loss journey and still try and get to a healthier weight, I'm not where I want to go. I definitely have more of a journey to go. So I'm facing the music and saying, hey, this is a weight loss journey. You're not focusing on your ketosis. These are the bad habits that you've been doing lately. Now, what can you do to turn it around? What can you do? What can you do consistently to help get yourself to your goals? So I am still tracking all of my steps into my planner. I am now trying to track my food and be mindful of the amount of food that I'm eating, because I'm just always been a big eater, and I eat for many different reasons besides hunger and fullness. So I'm trying to recognize that again. It's like I have to start all the way back at the beginning and baby step my way to back into my groove again. Because I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to throw my hands up in the air and say, never mind, forget it. I tried it. It's not working. Let me try something else. Because I've tried everything else. I have tried literally everything else under the sun, and keto has been the only thing, or a low carb lifestyle has been the only thing that has given me the results, made me feel good. I feel strong. I feel mentally clearer, when I eat this way. So it's been the best part of this journey for me, is the way that I've been eating. And so when I get back to that groove, I know I'm going to see the results again. So this week has been good. I have been back on track. I've been tracking everything. It was a little bit of a challenge because the weekend that we were out of town, somebody gifted me with these protein donuts that are keto, but, they're pastry donuts that, they're still being baked. I'm sure there's ingredients in there. I tried to look for their nutrition value or their nutritional information online, and I couldn't find it. So I'm just guesstimating as to the macros of it, and that's hard to do when you're tracking or trying to get back on track with tracking. So they are over. They're done. I threw away the box today, and it's Friday. And normally it's like, woohoo, it's Friday. Let me drink my wine. Let me enjoy the weekend. And then Monday, back at it. But I am going to do my best to stay the course this weekend and still continue to track every single day, still continue to weigh in every week, and just keep track and make sure that I am on a downward trend and not an upward trend. I'm tired of seeing the scale show a higher number, my clothes starting to fit tighter, my face starting to look fuller. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm ready to start going back down. I haven't hit my goal yet. I need to get to where I feel like, oh, this is where I've been shooting for, and I'm not there yet. So anyway, and it's not a number on the scale. It's more of how I feel, and I don't know what that's going to look like, but it's not what I look like now. So I know I got to keep going. So anyway, that is it for today. I just wanted to pop on and talk to you about what has been happening mentally with my journey right now, and how it is that somebody can gain weight when they're on a keto weight loss journey. I hope you're doing better than I am. I'd love to hear about it. Post it in the comments below. If you've not subscribed already, please join my journey. I could use you as part of my tribe. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you find out when all the videos are getting posted. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.